Hello everybody, this is the author of NovaCraft here with a quick little, I guess you could call it a showcase of an upcoming feature in NovaCraft version 1.5. So I call it the Iridium furnace. So it's going to be a multi-block structure similar to the depoid furnace. See, if you try to use it without creating a proper structure, it's not going to work, right? So here's how you build it. You can do this, put that here. This is how you craft it. These are going to be found in mansions, and I believe I'm going to add them to another thing called a floating island. So it'll be two places you can find these. Craft it like so. Remember, Iridium is added in the last update. You can find Iridium within meteor craters. Meteor craters are found all around the world. There's large and small ones. You have to dig around them, and you can find Iridium in it. And the Iridium in it can be smelted into nuggets, and you can craft the ingots from that. They're pretty not rare, but they're uncommon. You also find a slew of other ores around it. It's a really tall cactus. Alright, so can't craft. I haven't had a recipe for this yet. I'll figure something out. So I'm gonna start building like so. Place the blocks like this. This is gonna be pretty hard to make, I think. I think Iridium is pretty hard to get right now. You can fortune it though, so it's gonna be a lot easier to get. I want to fortune the ores. So looks like a tinker's kind of trick. Smelt you a little bit, but that wasn't really intentional. I guess this kind of turned out like that. So, and then we can place this right here. And now you can access the GUI. So I know I said one of my rules for the mod is I don't do anything with new GUIs, like new ones. Well, I guess it kind of broke that rule, but not exactly. So I said I wouldn't make any brand new GUIs, but nothing doesn't say I wouldn't modify one that already existed in the game, like a furnace GUI. So I could have had it so this like spits out the extra item into the world, but I thought that'd be annoying to deal with, so I didn't bother. You can also get rid of this block here and just do like that. So you can have a hopper below this. So the only fuel that's going to be used for this thing is going to be the Blazonite buckets. I need to add another way to get this to make it a little easier. You can get a lot of in the infested bastions I added in version 1.4.3. But I'll add another method to get this stuff and craft it yourself. This is the only fuel for it. And so we start an ore. Let's try gold ore. So it takes 3 times longer to smelt something. You see I add some stuff here. Particles, it gets going. You can place it any direction. I made sure of that. Takes a little bit longer. So right now you're going to get the main output and secondary. The secondary output is going to be specific on how you build the structure. I'll show you how you get this part in a second. So it's going to triple your output here. I believe one bucket of this can smelt about 120 items or so. About 2 stacks, about 128. I might nerf it a little bit, I'm not sure yet. But you can do this and you can get triple the results. So another issue though. So let's go ahead and break this. So you also have these different type of infused Iridium bricks I've added. Let's scroll down. So there's one for every type of crystal in the mod. You craft it pretty straightforward. Like so. And you're going to place them like this. You have to place them all. You can't have just 1 or 2 of them. You have to have all of them here. So these can replace the Iridium bricks in certain locations like that. Then we can place that furnace back down. So this is how you get the secondary items from the furnace. So if you use the Copres, I really don't like, I don't know why I name it like this. You get possible additional redstone, Lamar, possible additional iron, possible additional emeralds. No, this is additional redstone. I believe one of them had iron. I think I switched around. Let me check it here. So the ones, of course, that are easier to get are going to be not you can get good stuff from it. The easier crystals, well, the bigger ones you can get lots of good stuff. All right. So this one gives you additional redstone, additional lapis. This one, emerald nuggets, possible. This one is iron. I mean, it's iron. I was gonna do quartz, but I think that's boring. So, yeah, who wants quartz? No needs that. I gotta look good too. It's not useful. The aether one, you get additional diamonds from this. I think I have it actually as actual diamonds. I can make it nuggets actually. Diamond shards or whatever. Here you get additional iridium nuggets. And this one here, additional vanite ingots. So if we go ahead and start smelting this again, this time I'm going to show you something different when we smelt. So you probably, if you played for the mod at all, you've probably gotten this, right? This is quite horrifyingly difficult to make, right? You gotta get dark essence. You want to save her as much as you can, so I'm going to throw all this in. Now, this only works with certain specific items. Not all items are blocks. It's not like the onyx furnace with simple ores. That one's a little overpowered. So in certain items you can put in here as well, and they give you a bonus. Well, not bonus, but you get double the smelt for it. I also made it so you can put a hopper above it too to input stuff and pull stuff out from the bottom, like vanilla furnaces do. So you see. I might make it random if it gives you an extra one or not. I'm not sure yet. I might give it like a 50% chance or something like that. I haven't decided yet. So if you do this way, it also works with the raw ores from Futurum. So you see I get 2 more here. So another thing is though, for this is only going to work with the ore blocks to get the bonus. You're not going to get a bonus from smelting just the like items, many items like this. So if I put a different ore in there, I'm not sure why these weren't working earlier. The fuck that's about. Is it gonna work? It didn't work. Okay, I don't know what that's about. So we put iron in there. You have a 50% chance to get an additional thing. So here we got copra, so it might get additional redstone. I'm smelting this. If you have a mismatch of different ones, you're not gonna get anything. It has to be all the same type, and they all have to be in these specific spots for it to work. So you can triple your ore output and possibly even sextuple it. So you get additional redstone there. This does not get pulled out by the hopper though, so you have to do it manually for that part. Yep, we got 3. It's gonna keep going. That's basically what this is. You also can use it to smelt regular items. You can also use it to smelt regular items as well, but you're not going to get any additional from it. If it's not in the list, it's not going to... There's a few certain items I made so it works with. Let's take a look what those items are exactly. Raw iridium, vanite chunks, or raw vanite, calagonite blend, promethium lumps, and the raw ores from that future will all work in this thing to get double for the items, while the blocks give you triple. So if you smelt an iron ore in here, you're gonna get triple their output. So likely you're gonna get a no, because it goes away straight to an iron ore and get actually Well, if you fortunate, you get raw ore, you can put it in here as well. You get double that, so you can still fortune things and get additional stuff from smelting. So that's the first thing I want to show off here. I'm pretty happy with it. I was going to have it so you place the blocks in there, but it wasn't really working out with the tile entities and whatever was going on, so I just decided something else would be just make it easy. I don't like doing this with GUIs, but it's only the one little thing, so I think it'll be okay. So next, I wanted to show off another thing we're working on. So I had these to be found in two places. So the mansion / floating islands. I haven't finished the floating islands yet, so I'm not going to show those off yet. But I have almost finished the mansions. So the mansions are going to be found 12k away from spawn. 12k at any of the main axes, so any direction. You're not going to find it close to spawn. If I right click this right now, it's not going to, it's not going to work, right? It's too far away for anyone to locate one. These are pretty easy to craft here, like this. So we need to teleport out. I did load some chunks already, so make it easier. So you can find these things out further out. So if we right click this, it'll point in a direction, so this way. So I was working on this area. So this is the mansion. I made it so they generate any forest type biome. Normally only in dark oak forests or roofed forests, but I thought that was not going to work with biomods installed. It'd be so rare. It would be, what's the point of having them? So I made it so it can generate any biome that has a tag forest in it in the overworld. So as you can see here, looks like your standard mansion. There's 3 floors to it. Pretty similar. I try to make it so all the rooms are accessible without breaking blocks, but a few small ones on the first floor aren't, but that's okay. We have, of course, our Vindicators hanging out here. You can also get the Vindicator insignias by killing them as well instead of crafting if you want to do it that way. I don't know how to get the proper banners working with that future room right now, so I'm not going to bother. Let's be all white banners. So the first 3 floors are basically your traditional mansion. There are no Vexes or Invokers here because, well, I don't know if I feel like adding those. Take too long. I don't really care for them anyway. I did add a few more extra chests here. This is, I did add this guy too. You can sometimes find them with riders. These guys are kind of like mini bosses, not that tough. I did change the texture a little bit on them though. So in vanilla, for some reason, the 3rd floor is sometimes cut off. You have to break blocks to get to the 3rd floor. That changed it, so you don't do that. Secret chest under the stairs there as a tip. And if you go in here, no chest. So there is a secret room here you can access here. It'll take you to a basement, and the basement's a lot more it's far more difficult than the other levels. There's another Vindicator like Baba added called the Cryologer. And the Cryologer is it's a tougher version of Isologer down there. And there's also a possible boss you can fight down there. I haven't finished the boss yet. It's going to be called the Beast. That's literally what it's just going to be called. And you get some... I haven't decided yet what exactly it's going to do with the leather, but I'm probably in the overall progression of equipment. You might have something to do with it. Probably something else. I'm decided yet. So yep, that's the mansion I'm working on. It's getting there. I wish I could get be a little nicer in terrain, but if I had any other checks for it, it would break how the item works. So yeah, just gonna have to be like that. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. This will be out on version 1.5 whenever that's done. It's not done yet. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.